Hi guys, it's me, teacher Diana. In this video, you will find instructions of the pages that you have to work in your book. This is the week from June 15th to 19th. Remember that we will working through the video conference in Google Meet application on Tuesday and Thursday. Please check the schedule. Also, please click on the attached files. There you will find the pages of the book that you have to work and the links with the online classes. Please deliver your work no later than Friday, June 19 at 5 p.m. Any additional information or doubts, you can contact me by Educar or by email. The first page that we are going to start working is the 237. Here we have creative writing and science fiction writing. We are going to read the text and we are going to work the exercise. Science fiction is about creating imaginary worlds with the elements of real science and technology. Some tips for you can write science fiction are: choose the setting, what kind of world do you want to create? Will it be in the future? Will it be invented? Number 2, do research, look for the scientific basics and technology advance that you can exploit in your writing. Number 3, change context. You may invent your own geographical condition, historical events, even new physics laws that will be present in your work. Number 4, use your imagination. Ask yourself, what if? Question, how will the change you made affect creators, invention, or people behavior? In the first exercise, you have to analyze the science fiction story on the pages 234 and 235. You have to write 3 examples of scientific facts and 3 examples of fiction you find in the text. In the second exercise, you are going to create a brainstorm with some ideas for a science fiction story. Using the tips above and your analysis of the story you already read. You can use the application that I showed you in the last class, that it was WordArt, or you can make the brainstorm, or you can do it here in your book. When you finish this exercise, you are going to pass to the portfolio activity, and here you base it on the ideas you wrote in the last activity. You have to write your science fiction story. It should include both scientific elements and imaginary ones. Try to use some grammar structures and vocabulary words from the unit, and above all them in your imaginary fly. Please, it don't have to be a long story. It is not necessary. You can make a short story, but you have to include the tips that already read in the previous text. On the page 238, we have the visible thinking, analytical thinking, finding difference. In this case, you are going to work individual. You have to write your opinions about global warming and environmental problems at the beginning of the unit, the topics that we saw. Then you are going to list them in the left column. On the graphic organizer, you are going to try to use some vocabulary words from the unit when you do it. Okay? Here you are going to put what you used to think about environmental problems or global warming, and now in this part you are going to put what now I think, okay, how your thinking changed during the unit. Here how you used to think, and here how you think right now. Please try to use all the space that I give to you, all the lines that you have in your book. Don't put only some ideas, try to put the most ideas that you can. On the page 238, we have 59, sorry, we have the class debate. This information we are going to use it for the next class, so please try to work it the best you can. In this part, you have to put what helps the environment more, global organizations or individual efforts. You are going to answer this question. The number 1, for example, says, what global environmental organization do you know? What are their functions? Okay, so you are going to write the number, the name of organization that you know, and what are their functions. Okay, you can put 2 organizations, it is okay, but please write their functions. In the number 2, you have to put what do you do to help the environment. Okay, for example, separate the garbage, reduce some plastic. Okay, in this part. In the number 2, what measures are taken in your school to solve some environmental problems? Okay, this is the most important part because you are going to prepare for your class debate that we are going to have in the online class. You need to make a brainstorming. You are going to think about your personal opinions on the topic and the reasons that support them. You are going to need the help of internet for you can search more facts on the topic. Use the chart that is in your book to define your point of view and take note on the facts. In this part, you are going to write if you are agree with global organization can solve most environmental problems, okay? But if you are agree that many environmental problems can be solved if people change their everyday practice, you are going to fill this part, okay? Remember that you have to choose your point for you can fill your graphic organizer. You have to choose only one side. It is important that you add the reasons that support your ideas for the class debate. You have a very good opinion. Now that we already finished with the unit number 5 of our book number 2, you are ready for fill the portfolio page. Here in this part, you have to write the content object from the page 270. Now you have to put now you are buried at and what you need is still practice. Okay. Then in the bonus activity appendix, you have to write the work that you did and the number of the pages that you work. Then you are going to fill the learning strategies from self-assessment boxes. You are going to list 2 learning strategies were useful for you and you will use it again, and 2 strategies that did not work well for you and the reasons why. Then you are going to write now what I'm good. You are going to put 2 activities that you enjoyed the most and what multiple intelligence we use. When you finish to fill this page, you are going to cut and put in your portfolio. Don't forget to send me pictures of your work. The last page that we are going to work is the bonus activity appendix. It's the page 240. This is an extension of the page 237, writing. In the first activity, we have a review. You have to write an alternative ending for the story you read on the pages 234 and 235. Please use all the lines, know some of them, for you can have a full story. In the activity number 2, we have a reinforcement. You have to make a detailed description of characters in your science fiction story. Okay, for you can make this part, you already have to work the portfolio activity where you have to write the science fiction story. Then you are going to describe what they look like, what their pastimes, attitudes, and interests are. So here you are going to describe your characters. Okay, how are they? How do you imagine that are they? The activity number 3, this is an extension. You have to reread the beginning of the story on the page 234. Now you are going to imagine the future of the society if people had accepted that their planet was in real danger. Write some positive predictions. Okay, now you are going to change the negative to positive predictions. Please also use all the lines provided. And this is all for this unit. So guys, this is all for this week. Now it's time to break. Congratulations for you because you finished the unit number 5 of the book number 2. Remember that now it's time to relax and enjoy your life. You deserve a break. Bye guys.